Fuck. 12 o'clock. Son of a bitch.
Hello, welcome back to another episode. Watch out, spoilers ahead. The Peripheral Season 1 Episode 6 begins in 2028 with Burton, Connor, and their friends at war in the Texas outback. Based on William Gibson's 2014 novel, Amazon's time-traveling cyberpunk adventure takes place primarily in 2100 and a stub version of 2032. In the beginning of Episode 6, we see how Connor lost his arm and legs, but we don't learn much about the setting or size of the war itself. The battle flashback in Episode 6 confirms, however, that the villains of the Peripheral's 2100 era altered the chronology before 2028. Grace recounts the Research Institute's behavioral mod department and its studies in the stub timeline to a stunned Alita in the Peripheral Season 1, Episode 5, What About Bob? An experimental record Grace plays for Alita in the God font depicts the same scenario as the war memory in Episode 6. Connor, Burton, and the other warriors have haptic implants, and Connor is an amputee, thanks to research conducted decades in the future. Why are Burton and his friends fighting in Texas? It's unknown what the Texas conflict in the Peripheral is about, but it could be staged simply for the Research Institute's benefit. In the flashback, the soldiers curse their Texas opponents, implying that the North Carolina fighters are part of an invading force in Texas. The setting in the Texas wilderness in 2028 is part of another American Civil War. The Research Institute must have been operational far before the 2028 Texas War flashback, according to Grace's Episode 5 description. Setting up shell companies, bidding for military contracts, and installing all of the haptic implants would take years. If the Research Institute intervenes with the stub chronology early enough to get their technology deployed in the battle, they may decide to stage the entire war as part of their experiment. Burton's war might be related to the jackpot. The jackpot occurs in the main timeline of 2100 London, thus it could not have been created by the Research Institute. So far, the show hasn't revealed whether the Civil War with Texas also takes place in the prime time frame. The jackpot is already underway in 2032, according to Ash in the Peripheral Season 1, Episode 4, Jackpot, so if the battle in Texas occurs in the main timeline, it almost certainly contributes to the decline of civilization. The first 6 episodes of the Peripheral reveal very little about the 2028 war. The Research Institute sends advanced technology back from the future and has at least one side deploy it. Connor has a rough existence as a triple amp